Yes, I'm aware the AC unit is running and ruining this audio. Not that the audio was ever good to begin with. Chat newsflash, I'm still depressed. I know the last video I posted was literally called the same thing, I'm depressed, like let's have a normal day, what not, I don't even know. I'm editing a million videos right now. I need to stop recording and start editing, but I lose motivation. It's currently 8:30 p.m. I'm a mess. I haven't even put my contacts in. That's when you know it's been a day. When my contacts stay out of my eyes, that was a strange way to put it. When I don't put my contacts in for the day, that's when you know. This is a great video. Listen, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible here. You know you've reached some sort of level of low. I'm not saying an all-time low. I'm not saying a new level of low. I'm just saying it's a level of low. When you have to ask ChatGPT, is it normal to still feel depressed even though I'm taking antidepressants? And ChatGPT tells me, yes, it is still normal. Don't worry. Because one thing, the suicidal thoughts have stopped. Maybe sometimes they're come and go. It's not gotten that bad here in a hot minute. That actually used to be me daily. The way I acted and the way I was reacting to things, that was me on a daily basis. And then I got the meds and then it stopped. Listen, quick little tidbit, there's a season for everything. There's a season. These meds, I know, aren't the answer. It's a season. I could go on a whole spiel about why sometimes taking medication is okay for Christians. Let me fix myself up just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'll probably just keep the same clothes on. Don't worry, this is not the same shirt as last time. I know it's the same color, but it is not the same shirt. It's 8:30 p.m. I'm gonna brush my teeth because that's what makes me feel good, and then put contacts in because I want to be able to see. We should probably go check on plants. I have some new plants that I'll show you. So, heads up, I'm realizing all of these videos are going to be scrambled and completely out of order. So, any sort of timeline you think you have on my life, scrap all of it because these videos are way out of sorts. Anyway, that's a little current update. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. Life is but that's okay. It's hard to allow myself these kinds of days when I'm like, oh, I feel like a degenerate. Oh, I feel like a lazy piece of shit. When, no, it's okay. Just my therapist tells me, give yourself she was like, I call them my, what does she call them? Her, potato days or something like that, where she's like, I'm just a potato some days, and she's like, give yourself those days. Your body's recovering. Your mind is recovering from literal trauma on all fronts. Physical trauma from the brain injuries, emotional trauma, meant all of it. I was even discussing religious trauma with a friend earlier. So days like these are okay because I'm not making a lifestyle out of it anymore. And hey, sometimes our brains just need the break. But also, sometimes to interrupt that cycle, I need to go do something productive. And right now for me, that is brush my teeth and go water plants, even if that's all I do. And document it. I know it's gonna be really boring, but I don't know, maybe it could be inspiration for someone else who's also struggling. I've been in this rut for about a week now. Enough said, let's get to it. This is the best I can do. I'm just gonna bend over the whole time. Having pets and having OCD means washing your hands, not even joking, 50 times a day. Now, I'm not labeling OCD as quirky cleanliness. No. It's horrible. But if you get it, you get it. Because also there are different types of OCD. It feels like people are kind of just recently diving into OCD and how it can specifically affect people. And then people hear about the stuff of OCD and they're like, oh, that's actually like the POCD. It doesn't mean you're a bad person because it's an intrusive thought, meaning you don't want it, right? And that's why it is a mental illness. So when you hear about the ugly truths of OCD and you get offended by it, which if people did that about autism or ADHD, they like got offended about like the symptoms of ADHD or autism, they'd get blacklisted. But no, people get offended by the symptoms of OCD and different types of OCD, like POCD. That's just the one off the top of my head that people really get offended by. And it's like, oh, we're actually really behind, you guys. Oh no, we're actually really behind in our mental health arena. Shocker. Who knew? Y'all realize mental disorders are disorderly and they make you feel like a terrible person when you have them, and then you get offended by the symptoms of it when you're not the one dealing with the symptoms. Let's put our contacts in. Should I use the camera as a mirror? I don't even really need a mirror, but did y'all like that? It's okay, I won't do it to you for this one. Contacts are in. I feel better already. Y'all, this used to be my favorite shirt when I was like in 7th grade. And then I spilled coffee on it and it devastated me. I like freaked out. I cried. I like legitimately cried. Well, then over time, of course, the coffee stain, it's not really there anymore. But then it became a work shirt because my mentality was, well, it's already stained, so who cares? But then the coffee stain came out, but now there's like a million other stains. Also, that's when you know it gets really bad. Thanks, OCD. My toothbrush is from H-E-B, and the toothpaste is from H-E-B, and I think my entire life is from H-E-B. The problem is, though, I hate this toothpaste, but I accidentally grabbed it because they made it look like the name brand stuff that I usually get, and now I'm stuck with crappy toothpaste. I know what you're thinking, why don't you just go get the other toothpaste? And I'm like, I should do that. Why didn't I think of that? Dang it! Y'all ever brush your teeth hunched over like this? If you're wondering what that is, it's a paint job that my father started years ago. It obviously never got finished. Same paint as that's in my room. Of course, I didn't want that. Imagine your bathroom paint being the same paint as the one in the bathroom. I said that. You know what I mean. Imagine your bedroom paint being the same one as the one in your bathroom. No! No! Barefoot in the boots to go look at plants. These boots actually tear up my feet when I'm barefoot, but you know, live a little. I'm joking. Brother, you do not need to be barking that much. He's like, but I am a doggo, I bark. I am a lab, I bark. Okay, let's look at these plants. Oh, this grass is so overgrown, I'm gonna need to cut it soon. Hi, bubbas. Oh, these are looking really good. Let's see. That guy. is looking very happy. Look at you. Look at you. You are bushy and happy. You are a demon. Ugh, it's beautiful. Let's look at these. Lemongrass that still needs to get planted. Look at this. Okay, there's a lot of weeds in here. I will get out. Okay, this is that one plant. Again, I have no idea what it is, but look at it go. Pepper plant. Is this part of it? Yes, it is. Look at this guy. Doing so good. And then the hibiscus. Oh, you're beautiful. Okay, these guys, I still have not gotten the proper like coverings for them, but don't worry, I will. Bro seems to be doing all right. I mean, he could probably use some water. This guy, this little tree here. So a deer got to it, but it's growing new green stuff. So I think we're okay as long as I keep it away from the fence. These guys are doing amazing. I can't even. Y'all remember I was really worried about them because I was worried about the sun. But then all that rain came and they're loving this rain. Look at the moon. Look at the moon. Strategy for when the dry season comes. Water the crap out of these plants. This place needs to get mowed bad. Oh, look at these. You stepped on them. But they're plants. They're so pretty. Something bit me. Oh, there's more. Look how tall this is ridiculous. These are so pretty. Okay, I need to get out of here before the bugs eat me alive. Fend for yourself, little dude. I'm just joking. He'll come in a little bit. Don't attack me. But I love you. I love you too. I love you. Get your ball. Go get it. Go get it. Where is it? Go get it. Oh. You are insane. You're right in the way where I want to get it. There. Whoa, what was that? Are those flies? Or is it dust? That was weird. I think it's dust. The light. Oh yeah, it's dust. Awesome. Good boys. Ooh. My aloe vera, doing really good. I just watered it the other day. It's looking good. So's the kayak. Good looking kayak. New plants. Everything pretty much died over here except for these guys. These guys are doing really good. These guys are probably about to die, but you know what? Win some, you lose some. These pumpkins. And they look like they could do with some water, so let's give them some water. Also, y'all remember that guy? He vacated. This is the first one I have found this year. Moab is barking like crazy. I know you can't see those very well, but let's just go with it. Isn't this a beautiful, beautiful angle? I need to plant those real soon. So, mosquito, video idea, right? A yellow flower plant. Gets the rest. Okay, pumpkins. Those guys watered. I did water them, but not too worried about it. We call this one yellow face when it usually produces flowers. Oh, but look how big it's gotten. Little buds. Oh my gosh, it's about to start giving flowers. Oh, I'm so excited. It's about to start giving flowers. Let's see if we can find some other ones. Okay, nothing just yet. Is this even the same? I think it is. Same leaf. I don't know why you're paler. Anyway, it's looking good. Yeah, that second wave of rain came in and like blessed my plants. I was not expecting to get that much rain, but it's pretty good. I would call the plants generally happy.
Kitty. Kitty. Come here, Kitty. Are you gonna come cuddle us?
You know what? I'm being kind of weird. You're being a little weird. Ruby, come in. Yeah, get all cuddled up. Oh, here comes the other one. Hi, baby. I don't think y'all have officially seen Diggory yet. This is Diggory. Oh, you're kind of getting in the way. He's pretty mean to other people as he's like letting me love on him. He's adorbs. Diggory. Baby boy, you're beautiful. Are you offended by your sister? He's quite the character. Diggory is quite the character. Yes, you are. In case you missed the last video, I've been feeling a severe lack of motivation lately. I guess you could call it depression because, well, I don't know really warrants it to be depression, but I can compare it to the other times I've been depressed. I used to be depressed just all the time. No motivation, no reason to be happy. I didn't love life. I hated life, actually. I wanted to stop living, thus the meds, because it just wouldn't stop. It does get a little low when I'm on my period, which I am. So I think that's just what's going on. There are, of course, probably other life circumstances that obviously can't be totally controlled, but yeah, life, your menstrual cycle, like all of it goes into play. And then I think obviously what also plays a part is just a past with depression. Also, sorry, the fan's blowing, but I'm not gonna turn it off because it's like crazy hot. I'm really just using these as, to be honest, it really just feels like therapy. This feels like journaling without having to sit down and journal, which I do, but this is a little easier when I'm feeling even a deeper lack of motivation to actually do anything. That's why talking stuff out about mental illness, or I get so angry at people. Like I get really angry at people, especially like what I was talking about earlier, like people who get offended by symptoms of different types of mental illnesses or disorders, but it's like they're getting offended by it and they don't even experience it. It's like if you feel offended by it and it doesn't even really affect your life, think about how people who do struggle with it feel when it affects every single aspect of their life. I closed the curtain because the glare was like really distracting. I'm still not turning the fan off because it's really hot. I think there are a lot of Christians out there. Not all of them, but there have been plenty that I've had literal experience, like one-on-one experience, relationships with these people. I'm not just calling out like one or two. No. There have been a lot. I'm not just calling out one or two people. A lot of Christians and just Christianity in general, like that I see use prayer as a way to run and not deal with what's actually going on. That's not to say prayer isn't the answer. Sometimes we American Christians like to rebuke anything and everything that's bad. Depression, autism, ADHD, OCD, Tourette's, any sort of mental disorder or mental illness or whatever the label is. We like to rebuke those things. We like to rebuke nightmares. We like to rebuke seasons of drought, seasons of struggle. We rebuke these things. Oh, pray it off of you. I've had a lot of people tell me, pray that depression off of you. We're gonna rebuke that depression. Listen, I appreciate and I love the people who want to do that for me. Just believe. Just believe God has the light at the end of the tunnel for you. Just believe. No. No, that's not how it works. I can say that with all confidence because I've lived it. I was depressed all of my teenage life. All of it. The first time I tried to kill myself was 9th grade. I think I was a freshman. So I've lived depression. I've lived this lifestyle. I have had this illness for a good chunk of my life. You are an idiot if you think I haven't been praying about it. I haven't been rebuking it. My walk with God started when I was literally a child. I felt him, I talked to him, he talked to me. So when, of course, I first experienced true depression, it caught me so off guard, but I could not shake that overwhelming lack of motivation. You go from an A+ student your whole life, and then all of a sudden, your motivation and your discipline drops to nothing, and now you're struggling in school. That took me aback. Harshly, viscerally. I'm crying out to God. 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 I don't hear him. There's no answer. I don't hear him. I don't feel him. Freshman year of high school, it hit me harder than ever before. In my brain, my thoughts kept telling me the only way out of this, the only way to alleviate this is to die. And I believed it. My little 14-year-old self, I think I was 14. I was a baby, dude. I believed it. Obviously, I'm still here today. But, that was rough. All that to say, I've lived with it for a long time. So I can very confidently say, praying it off of you doesn't work. That's not to say don't pray. Don't try to pray it off of you. Don't try. Because I'm sure for some people that will work. Okay, I'm not negating the fact that that could be the answer. That should be your first go-to. But sometimes, not sometimes, actually a lot of times, God gives us these seasons. God gives us seasons of suffering. God gives us nightmares. God gives us periods of drought to refine us, to draw us closer to him, to prove to us the strength he has. When I am weak, he is strong. So we're sitting here trying to rebuke something that God gave us. It's from him. And you're trying to rebuke it because it makes you uncomfortable? And here's the thing. You who don't even deal with it are trying to rebuke it off of me. And I get it. It's out of love. But so many of those people, they don't actually know my story. And they never asked. So from a Christian to a potentially other Christian watching this, ask God who sent this. Because God made it very clear to me very early on. It was from him. And it sucked. And I got to a point where I became a slave to it. I was in bondage to it because I'm human. And because in moments like that, you will sin, you'll fall into temptations, you'll make mistakes. You'll give into doubt and these fleshy concerns and desires and stressors because you are human. I'm reading Jeremiah. When the Israelites would not turn to God, no matter how often he was like, turn to me or this will happen. Turn to me or this will happen. Turn to me or this will happen. Go read in the entirety of Jeremiah because that's what I am getting out of those first several chapters, because it is God not only giving them chance after chance, but he's almost repeating himself verbatim in some of those chapters. And he's saying, return to me or this will happen. Return to me or this will happen. And they're like, no. No, that's not gonna happen. You're silly. I'm gonna keep worshiping this other god, though. What happened? They got taken into captivity. Oh. Oh, God wasn't lying. Oh. Oh, that actually happened. Oh, there's consequences to our choices. Then they finally turned to God in captivity, and God's like, great. But now you're gonna be here for a little bit. But now you're gonna be here for a while longer. But God was still in it. Whenever the Israelites, when they became slaves in Egypt, what did God do? He gave them an exodus, an exit, an escape, right? So I was a slave. I was in bondage. I was in a situation that was going to kill me. And I told God. There was one Sunday, it was after my mom's surgery. It was a hard time. And I went up to the altar at church, which at my church there are plenty of people up there, so it's not like I was like alone. But I went up to that altar, and in that moment it was just me and God. And I was sobbing, and I told God, I said, you need to change this or I'm done. I told him, I'm done with you. I'm done with life. I told him, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I was at that altar in front of everybody, telling God, I will die if you do not move, if you do not change something. And what did God do? He gave me an exodus. You don't need to bear a cross that's going to kill you because Jesus already did that. You do not have to die because you are in bondage and slavery to a struggle. That's not taking up your cross daily. If that struggle is going to kill you, and not just you, it's killing your spirit, let's say you are in that position. The struggle is going to kill you. I knew. I was in a place where I knew this is going to kill me. I was in that place. And God showed me what I'm telling you. He already showed it to me, and now I'm telling you. You don't have to die for that. You don't have to keep struggling against a losing fight. I really hope this is all making sense. When you know the fight you're in ends up in you dead, either dead physically or dead in your spirit, dead in your heart, dead in your joy, ask God for an exodus, or ask him for something to be revealed, fruit or something. Because when I told God I'm going to die, it was within a week I got on these meds. Ever since then, it didn't become a regular struggle to want to kill myself. It's so crazy how in those moments you can have such rational thoughts and such irrational thoughts at the same time, and it literally just takes a split moment to end your life over something that will pass. It's crazy how one or two bad moments in a day, one or two bad moments in a month, years of bad moments, your brain tells you in a split second, all of this can be alleviated if you just take your life. And you believe it because you've tried everything else. But I'm begging you, oh my goodness, if you're watching this and you are in a struggle like that, I'm begging you, please find resources. All of my stuff is free. My counseling, my meds are less than $2. Seeing a psychiatrist, free. Again, therapy, free. I'm begging you, ask for resources, look for resources, look it up. ask around. I heard about it from my older sister. Look at me. I'm telling you right now. Therapy, medication, finding a church where the Holy Spirit actually moved. Those 3 things saved my life. Now, of course, you can say family, friends, my dog, like, of course, all those little things, but those 3 things saved my life. So I'm literally begging you, if you feel like death is the only way to alleviate what you're going through, please, literally ask ChatGPT. It's free, and ChatGPT, if you are too depressed, if you have no motivation, you literally have no strength or anything to look it up on the internet, please ask ChatGPT. I am so dead serious. People give ChatGPT a lot of flack, but I'm telling you to utilize it. Again, it's free. You ask it, like, this is my location, like, this is my city that I'm in, city and state that I'm in. Find me some resources for whatever you're going through, for depression. Free or affordable counseling, or, like, free or affordable medication. Ask ChatGPT. That's my advice. Go talk to ChatGPT. Also, my advice would be find a church, because a lot of churches out there have free resources too, like free Christian counseling. A lot of the Christian counseling stuff out there, it's like, it's counseling, like normal counseling, but also, hey, you need Jesus. And here's why you need Jesus, and here's how Jesus will change your life for the better. Please try. Please don't listen to that voice. Don't listen to that voice. I almost did. Many times. Many times. It is doing us more harm than good to pray away or to rebuke hardship, to rebuke these things when God gave it to us. God gave us these struggles. He allows them to happen so He can show you something better. And He did. He showed me something better. But when I became a slave to it, my exodus was antidepressants, because I was going to die. I was going to lose my life. I was going to lose. And God promises us we are more than conquerors through Christ. And when He gives you a promise like that, He fulfills it. So no, this medication is not a long-term solution. Or at least I don't want it to be, because again, if God wants it to be a long-term solution, it's going to be, and that's His plan and His will. I don't believe it will, but I never would have believed I would have been having to take meds. So I don't know His plans. His thoughts are higher, His ways are higher, and for some reason, right now, He has me on medication. I have been straight yapping for like almost an hour. So I'm gonna wrap this up. For people who are depressed, and specifically too, if you're a Christian and you're depressed and you're struggling with, I have a relationship with God, I'm close to God, I read His word, I pray, I don't hear Him, I don't feel Him. And why am I depressed? Why am I bombarded with suicidal thoughts? All of these things. Even if you're not a Christian, you're struggling with that. Here's the thing. Go see the therapist. Go see the Christian counselor. I go through MHDD, because that's a Texas-based thing. Ask ChatGPT for things like MHDD in your local area. You are so cute. My little pillow with legs. Anyways, look into your local resources, ask ChatGPT, or look it up on Google if that's your cup of tea. Go for it. That's usually my cup of tea, but then the lack of motivation hits and I'm like, I just need ChatGPT. I really hope you feel a little more inspired, a little more encouraged to go get the help you deserve. go get the help you deserve. And when people want to give unsolicited advice or rebuke stuff off of you or pray for you, it can come across as insensitive. I don't know if insensitive is the exact word I'm looking for, but I would encourage you not to take it personally and look at it like that's just all they know to do. That's just the only way that they know how to show support or love on you. And it's really hard when in those moments that's not what you need. But I encourage you, just dust it off your shoulders, move on. I know people can say some very hurtful things that they're not entirely meaning to be hurtful, they just don't really think it through. And having to realize they mean well, and they love you, and they're trying to support you. They're not trying to be hurtful. That's not to excuse things that are said that are disrespectful or wrong. I try not to take it too personally. And just keep trucking through. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep finding reasons to live. If you are still alive, God is not done with you. Whether you believe in him or not, if you are alive, God is not done with you. Okay? Okay.
Let's pet the kitty. Hi, kitty. Oh, you're just a baby. You're just a baby. This little girl, she only wants lovin's.
Lovin's and food. Lovin's and food, obviously, but
Mostly lovin's. 10 years old. But you're still my baby. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Where you going?
oh, but in the camera.
And then this one. He's obviously a climber. Yes, sure. He's just a baby. You are just a baby. Oh. Look at you.
Don't look at that picture. Look at you. Oh my gosh. That's your mama. Right there. Oh my goodness. He's only fallen off like once. It was really scary. He's probably fallen off other times, but I've only seen him do it once. I'd call that a productive video because you've met all the cats. You saw a plant update. You saw the doggo a little bit. We played with him. And then you got a little pep talk. I call that a successful video. Therefore, a successful day for myself. Thank you very much. You see what I mean? Pillow with legs? Look at you. You my baby though. That's gonna do it for me. I know I said this was gonna be a short video. It's not. it's not. And the whole video is gonna be me talking and the fan blowing in the mic. So love that. If you're new, this is kind of what we do. Usually my videos are a little more, we're doing a lot more in the videos, we'll just say that. But I'm also trying to be real. I'm not trying to mask or change the way I'm coming across, the way this or that. Like, this is real. These are my real thoughts. This is my real life. This is raw. I don't even have a proper camera or mic. I'm using my iPhone 14. Sometimes we have really good days. Frankly, sometimes we have really bad days. I don't get the horrible days on camera because that's not a time for recording. But you get like the mundane kind of bad days like this. Yeah, that's the video. Awesome. Thank y'all for watching. If you've made it this far into the video, then I think you're meant for this channel. I think you're meant to follow along. We're real. We have fun. We don't have fun. All the things. It's real. It's real. That's all I can say. The dog barking is overstimulating me, so I'm gonna go. Bye.